welcome to Casual Shenanigans After Hours, a podcast where four, maybe five friends sit around a roaring campfire outside.
It's 8:17. We're actually early.
Eating cheese and assorted meats.
It's after hours for some people.
There's also, oh, wait, is that recorder going to get hot right there?
I'll watch it. No, it's honestly not really hot right here.
Okay.
That's a little close.
The mics are hot and we're ready to record.
The cider is pretty good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Very good.
Oh, thanks. Reminds me, I need to.
Did you do anything to it, or did you just like?
No, it's just. There's a brand that I get. It's just really good.
My brand.
You know your brand?
I do. I've gotten now 6 different brands of apple cider in October already.
Wow.
I'm going for 10.
Good
You
for
found
you.
the best.
Only got a few days left.
Yeah, you already have your brand. Why are you going for 10?
Well, I like to branch out. Sometimes I like to try new things.
You're
Like
not-
eggnog, November. Oh my gosh, I go through probably 12 different.
Oh, all right, that's a lot of egg.
And Joy hates eggnog, so it's like it's all.
Well, you have to drink it then. Whoa.
Because no. I get off work, I drive
Is this
to the store.
This is gonna get weird, isn't it?
Oh, he's
I
got
don't
a
go home and like get naked and drink it.
That's what I was thinking.
I just go.
Who said that?
I go to the store after work. I pick up some eggnog. I usually like to get the Homestead Creamery one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then what do you do?
When I go home, I find the nicest glass.
Yeah.
I turn the lights down low.
Now, does Nicest Glass, which Disney
Yeah.
character's on the glass?
I'll probably make
Okay.
And?
Yeah.
Wait,
And-
turning the lights down. Are your clothes gonna come off? I want you to be honest.
No, just the lights go down.
He's telling a story. What are you going to do next?
You don't know what happens with
The lights go down. I usually just play some classical music, and I just sit really lightly, and it's just.
What are you wearing at that point?
I don't even get out of my jacket. Like I'm home and I'm drinking.
That didn't answer anything.
When I'm drinking. Eggnog.
You have your nog drinking jacket?
Yeah. It's whatever I'm in. That's my nog outfit.
Smoker's jacket. Nog jacket.
Joel, when you get you your setup, you need a silk smoker's robe and your record set up on a little table with some beautiful polished wood speakers, like stained wood, and you can sit there and drink your nog.
Nog for short. Yeah.
Yeah.
You like the nog, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I dabble in the nogs.
I'm devil in the nog. I get pissed off when I find people that don't like it. It's just like,
It's a very
I
strong
don't like
texture
eggnog.
and flavor.
I know, but it's like
Get out.
if you could only experience it through my taste
I like
buds.
Get inside.
I like silk nog. Soy
Joel-
nog.
It's not bad actually. It's
Well,
not bad.
if you can only
It's
experience
very
Chipotle
light.
through everyone else's taste buds.
Not the soggy, sweaty food that it apparently is.
We learned something the other day.
I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into it. But we learned something about.
That's cool
why I
to
don't
share
like
with everybody.
pepperonis.
I learned something the other day. Not going to talk about it though.
Sorry, I did that. Go ahead.
No,
We did learn something.
well, okay. When I was a kid, like
We found out the root.
I'm just not a huge fan of Chipotle. I'm coming out and saying that. I'm not a huge fan of Chipotle. Okay.
Burn him.
It's just because like my expectations are it's gonna be more. I don't know. It's gonna be fresh and dry. Not like necessarily super dry, but just lightly moist.
Have you ever had dry Mexican food?
Not like super dry. Like I don't know. I don't like runny. Like in Chipotle, like my experience is it's always like
Joel,
more water.
I have never heard someone use the phrase dry and fresh.
You know, that fresh, dry Bojangles chicken where it just sucks the moisture out of your body.
I've never heard
Talk about
that.
how you like your steaks, too, Joel. This is a pattern of your
Well,
behavior.
there you know how I like my steaks. Like
You like them well done,
I like
don't
them
you?
well done. No.
Well done
But no,
and useless.
I'm what?
Joel, you're swinging back and forth like you're
I'm
under a
trying-
machine gun fire from two sides.
I'm sorry.
I'm moving towards
Medium well.
medium well. Yeah, moving towards that.
Wait.
Look,
He's
There's
changing his
no
ways.
difference between medium well and well done. They're both just done.
No. Well, I'm progressing. Okay?
Is there any pink in it?
Okay, here's,
Hold on,
here's the
Jeremiah.
thing,
At
here's
least
the
he's
thing.
open
I've
a
ordered
little bit to
medium
the medium.
before. I've ordered medium because he was like, oh, you got to get medium. It's about, it's better. They like it more rare or whatever is under medium.
Rare. Yeah.
Okay, rare.
Medium rare, medium
Well,
rare.
I say, okay, I tried medium. Well, it was like so incredibly pink, and I didn't like it. So I tried. Okay, yeah.
Pink is not even red. Which is like how
It
you're
was like
supposed to have
the
it.
whole middle was all pink. So I just
Yeah, pink or red? Was it pink or was it
That's a
red?
desirable trait.
That's like saying the middle of the s'more was all gooey, all gooey. I can't complain because I eat raw s'mores.
There's a problem with this food. It's edible.
I don't like cooked s'mores.
Well, well, the thing is with s'mores actually is I like the middle of the marshmallow really cold. I like it super crispy on the outside, cold in the middle.
Oh my gosh.
Well, because if it's cold, then it holds together better. Like if it's all melty, it squirts all in your hand. I like that.
No one wants that.
No, but what we learned this week was that
I don't think we've learned anything.
when I was a kid, my dad would always make me eat millet.
Uh-huh.
And you guys didn't even.
Millet.
You didn't even know what millet.
Oh, I ate
Okay,
millet.
you-
Dude, homeschooled. Vegan mom, I ate some
I
millet.
would like almost vomit. Like it would make me gag.
Well, millet's horrible.
Well, the thing is, my dad.
Millet is
my dad
fine.
grew up in Michigan, okay? And when he was a kid, like his mom, like all their cereals, a lot of their soup, they always made a lot of stuff that would have milk, and it would just be resting and like a puddle of some juice of something. Like, that was just the
Hence
thing.
the goo,
Yeah, the goo.
the liquids.
So millet, he would always
the
pour like
moisture.
a full bowl. Half of it would be full of milk, and then he put like it'd be nutmeg and stuff in there. It wouldn't even be cinnamon or sugar in it. Nothing. Like it was not a good experience. And then my dad would always tell, we learned to like eat all of our food. So I mean that was a good trait. But it's like I could millet. It just makes me feel gross. So I think now like I'm always going towards more dry a little bit. Like, it's just more not messy. Like when it's messy, I don't like it. I have a hard time enjoying
You
it.
have
So.
a problem with texture, messy, and moisture.
Yeah. So, because, my favorite cereal is Captain Crunch. And I told him on my birthday, I was only get Captain Crunch on my birthday, like once a year. And when I would eat it, like how I eat my cereals, I like it super dry on the top and just a thin layer of milk at the bottom. Where I just I like the sound of the cereal as like the spoon goes through the top layer. Scoop a little off the bottom, just a little bit though.
Feel too much.
Just a little bit, and then that nice snap, that nice crunch, and a little bit of cold milk at the bottom.
Snap.
You should just go full blown dry.
I do. I'm
Dry
full
cereal.
dry on cereal.
Yeah.
Full dry. Like the Rice
that's-
Krispies.
That's
Or
because of milk. Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, some people do water, which I've never
That's
understood.
that's just fun.
Joel, I have so much milk in my cereal. When I'm done, I have like a cup of milk to slowly sip and enjoy.
Dude, I am right there with that. I love that.
It's so refreshing because I don't do those super like,
Get milk and pour more cereal on it.
or that. Yeah, James has got it. That's right.
No,
Gives you an
I don't like
excuse
that
for another
cereal.
bowl.
Let it go to waste.
Because drinking cereal drinking milk from a bowl is just like that sound. I hate it, and it's
Well,
slightly warm
get a
milk
straw.
too.
Get a
Because
straw.
it gets warm after the cereal warms
Yeah,
up.
it's not that warm.
Or drink
You
your
don't need
milk
to put
out of a
ice in
bowl
it.
like a man.
Or lap it like a cat.
You know, in some cultures, the
It just
slurp is
splashes all
very,
the beer.
very acceptable.
I've mastered it, so when I'm done with cereal,
I'm done.
I've mastered. So when I'm done with cereal, there's maybe one spoonful of milk left. That's it.
Now,
Done.
do you eat
There's
that?
only like
Sociopath.
2 spoonfuls in the whole bowl to start with.
Sociopath.
Gotcha.
So anyway, I'm one of your hosts, Jeremiah,
That was Joel's milk story.
and I'm joined by the best beard in the business, Dave.
You can't see it. It's too dark.
They can't see it at all.
I'm
This
going
isn't
to
a-
grow mine out, Dave.
You're gonna grow yours out?
Catch up to you. I'm going to catch up to you.
Are you really gonna grow yours out?
I'm thinking about it.
Do
You
it,
should.
James.
You should.
Do it.
We're also joined by Papa James.
What's up?
I
Papa
hate
Bless.
I hate sweaty food, Joel.
Yep.
And we're also joined by Giancarlo.
Who?
He's our local Italian.
We
Make us a
just,
pizza.
I'm making the pizza every day.
have, we just have the one though.
That's all we need.
We've actually been in line to have him for the podcast for years now, because everyone has to share him.
Tony the man.
Toss them around.
He's the town Italian.
Yeah, there's only one.
So anyway, we are sitting around a campfire in Joel's backyard right now. Except,
Well, it's almost a fire.
yeah,
Oh,
James is joining us remotely. I believe James, you're doing the same spirit, just different technique. You're laying on your couch staring at a projector. Yeah, it's pretty much the level of relaxation. I brought my own chair because I wanted to make sure I could recline for the proper amount.
I use one of Joel's chairs because I didn't feel like setting one up and having to pack it up again.
You packed spare socks in your bag.
Yeah, I also had a spare chair in the truck. And when I was
Wait, a spare? Does that mean you have 2 chairs in your truck?
no, I had more chairs in the building, but I keep one in the truck.
Oh.
Also, there were like 19 water bottles back there. They're just rolling around.
Full or empty?
Full.
well, thanks to you, my phone's getting charged.
I had 2 phone chargers and a cable.
find a really relaxing spot to listen to this podcast and chew something, because you're going to hear us chewing, and if you chew, you might not hear all of it. So
We're breaking all the rules. We're doing it
Yeah.
outside. We're not all using headphones, and we're eating, and we're in different locations. This is how magic is made.
And there's traffic going by.
If there's ever an episode of the podcast that's lost, it's going to be this one.
There's certainly crunchy leaves around us.
yeah. My
Wow,
favorite.
that was lame. Okay, there. Leave.
All right. So we
What?
said leave it.
Oh.
No, wait.
is that?
Now, Dave,
Yes.
as far as eating stuff on the podcast, you brought caramel apples.
Yes.
They're over there.
Can someone pass me a caramel
Yeah,
apple?
where are they?
They're on the
Oh,
chair up
man.
there. Get ready for leaf crunchy.
Is this a terrible idea?
Dude, that's gonna be all in your beard for the whole podcast. I want you to
being
look
very
at Joel while you eat it.
Nope. Oh.
Now, Joel,
Leaves.
Joel, do you actually like these at all? Because they're so messy?
I was storing it. Caramel apples.
Ooh, that
I
was
hated
sticky.
them as a kid because they're so messy.
Thanks,
You're
Dave.
just-
Went over
you're
the
just
laptop,
sticky
do
the
it.
entire freaking time. You can't enjoy the apple. There's enough caramel on it. So I ended up just eating an apple separately, nice and dry, and having the caramel beside me.
Wait. Did you just describe an apple as nice and dry? Joel,
Apples that you
that apple was rotten.
I mean,
Dehydrated.
I meant the outside. Like the outside of the apple's dry. Like
No.
because the caramel around it, like it's just you eat it and then like your slobber, it makes it wet and then it's like
Joel, shut up and take an apple.
Joel, it's the very nature of fruit that there's juice in it.
I'll try it.
Not all fruit.
Wow.
Oh, it's got
apple
nuts.
juice dry.
What's good, like a good dry cider?
Yeah, no, it's got nuts. It's semi-dry.
Now, see, Joel, this apple, I'm gonna warn you, it does have juice inside of it, being a fruit.
Wait, you trying to tell me that there's juice in it?
If you're someone who doesn't like Chipotle, please write into our casualshenanigans at gmail.com.
It
I wanna
only
know
took
if there
4
are
months
others
to get
out
a
there.
trash man.
What?
It only took 4 months to get a trash man. There's
Well,
probably
finally,
somebody
I got
out there. They're more rare, but there's probably somebody who
It's
doesn't
rather
like
people
Chipotle.
who like
I don't
one.
think it's Chipotle. I think does anybody have any weird food issues with juiciness?
Right, well, more than just juiciness, he's described food as sweaty, which is not a term
Yeah.
people normally use to describe food. So I think anybody who hears the term sweaty Chipotle and is like, that's me.
Is this caramel or is this like what is it? Kind of tastes like I don't know. I was like, it's peanut butter. No, it's the nuts.
There's nuts.
Oh,
I'm dying.
If you chew it fast enough, it'll become peanut butter.
I'm choking on the peanut butter, I mean the nuts.
hey James, go into the Joelism document. You got to see the last 3.
Holy crap, the meeting today.
There's some good ones. Yeah.
Wait, what did I miss?
You will miss
Why don't
one.
you just read them?
Yeah.
Here, I got it up.
Oh man,
What?
so juicy.
I'm choosing carefully how I do it. So like if I eat from the top down here, the juice gets contained in the cup below, and then I can go slowly eat around.
Nice.
You can like poke holes in the bottom and let all the juice come out of the apple.
Joel, this doc is so long now, it takes a few seconds to load.
I know.
So the first one, Joel was talking about food allergies. He goes, you know, it's like people that have mustard disease.
What?
Mustard disease.
And then he goes, you know, people that have a problem with mustard? People with mustard intolerance.
You brought it back.
Who are those people?
I've never met. Is that a real thing?
It's a real thing.
No, but like, is it a real thing?
Yeah,
Supposedly, yeah.
Yeah, it's a real allergy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
It's more like the
percentage of
mustard
people
seed,
that
not like just
have
mustard, I think,
Mustard
but-
allergy versus like peanut allergies or soy allergies.
I've never even
or
heard of
milk
mustard
allergies.
allergy. I mean, it probably means it's really bad for the few people it affects.
Yeah. Joel, I just love the way you
Heard of mustard gas?
the middle part.
Oh, are you allergic to the
Pretty
mustard
bad.
gas? I've heard of mustard allergies. I didn't know they were like this.
Yeah.
The way you describe this middle part though, Joel, people that have a problem with mustard. It sounds like you're accusing people of being like anti-mustard racist or something. People that have a problem with mustard, like they made a choice.
I don't like your mustard kind.
And then this one came out of nowhere.
Joel,
What's that?
So what did the mustard do to you?
Same thing
Did
that
it touch you?
same thing that Chipotle did to him apparently. This next one.
Got it. With this moistness.
Mustard sweated on him.
Joel dropped this nice one right here. He goes, you know, the rubble rousers. And then I think it was Giancarlo was just like, you mean rabble rousers? And Joel's like, well, what's a rabble rouser? Like you were so indignant.
It can't possibly be that.
Yeah, like whoever heard of a rabble rouser? It's obviously rubble
Picture
rousers.
people like going through some rubble, like browsing through it.
Yeah.
They were very
Like
important.
dumpster divers.
Is
Rubble rousers.
Is rousing like arousing or no?
Yes. But not in the
They
way.
can genitally related.
Okay.
I messed that one up bad. Caramel.
What was that about
Caramel
genitals?
for a long time.
So, yeah, like rousing is something you do to things. Arousing is something you do that causes things to happen.
Yeah.
Like arousing suspicion. You're not arousing their well, I guess you could say you're rousing their suspicions.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
bring
you
that
could.
before.
Yeah.
I guess they can be used kind of interchangeably.
Like Joel. I find Joel arousing. He's doing that to me. On occasion.
For you.
Read the last one.
For me.
Whoa. That was explosive.
I actually missed this one.
Hi, hi.
So what was this from you?
This is a good one.
Let's swing from the hips. I mean, let's wing it. What?
Is that what he said?
Oh, I know what I was trying to say. Let's shoot from the hip. And then I was mixing shoot from the hip and wing it together, so it turned into a swing it. Let's swing it.
Swing from the
Swing from the hip.
And we're off right now.
Wait, look at the Finders one.
Yeah.
One of the newest ones.
The N one.
The N one?
Let's do the N.
End. Oh, I was just like, I don't want to hear anything called the N one. That doesn't sound like that's going in a good direction.
Late night with casual shenanigans.
That was the last one.
All right, Joel, I have a list of 1,800 English words and phrases and sayings.
That's it. No,
So
there's
let's-
one you missed.
Oh, is there?
Finders Keepers.
Yeah, you see it, Dave?
What?
The Finders Keepers one? The Joelism. Well, I said,
Oh, that was days ago.
oh, well.
Well,
It's back in the list now.
It's near the podcast.
Yeah, James, I said, well, I confused myself because we started out, I think, with the real thing, and then I got lost.
no, you never said the real thing. You were close though.
Okay. I said, finders,
Here we go, Joel.
finders, meters,
No, I
losers,
got.
eaters.
Yeah, there you go. Finders, meters, losers, eaters.
Wow.
Could you turn that recorder a little bit so it's pointed more this way?
Absolutely.
I'm thinking I'm getting maybe too much fire. Yeah, that's good. All right, Joel. Complete some. Can you see my screen? Okay. Complete some turns of phrase.
Okay.
A fish out.
A fish out?
A fish
Complete the turn of phrase.
Oh, wait, like a fish. Okay, a fish out of water. There we go.
All right, all right.
Oh, yeah.
A fool and his money.
A fool and his money. Squalor away.
That's actually kind of good. A fool and his money squalor away.
Not
That's
bad.
really good. I like that.
A fool and his money are soon parted.
Because they're squalor away.
Because they squalor.
A chain is only as strong.
Okay, do you want to hear what my brain immediately went to? A chain is only as strong as a belt.
Why?
But a chain is only as strong as its links?
Its weakest link.
Oh, weakest links.
Yeah.
We can give them.
Right.
Yeah, that's most.
Yeah, like my
most
I just really like
You got a general idea.
as a belt.
Always the whipping.
Always the whipping.
Back to the. Not Back to the Future. Something else.
Back to the past? Back to the...
I guess that was the logical alternative. No, not that one.
Back to the back.
Back to the drawing board.
Oh!
I've heard that one.
I didn't even get that one.
Yeah, I didn't. There was only so much I could
Yeah,
say.
yeah, sure.
Ball and
Careful. Ball and flame.
Oh, so close.
Ball and gang. Ball.
I feel like you know this.
Ball and. No, freaking shit. Ball and chain.
Yes.
I think you said ball in, like ballin'.
Oh,
Like
okay.
ballin'. These are old sayings.
Slang, right.
Well, you gotta find some harder ones.
all right, batten down.
Batten down the hatches.
All right,
Nice.
No.
be still, comma.
Be still my young heart.
That's not bad. Be still my beating
Okay.
heart.
My beating heart.
That's not bad. Yeah.
Okay.
The heart's young.
All right.
Perfect age.
Now, Joel, you've already Joelism this one in the past. Here's a special redemption round. Beauty is in.
Beauty is inside.
I'll give you another. Beauty is in the.
Beauty is in.
I'll give you another. Beauty is in the eye.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yes.
He was never gonna get that one.
No.
All right. Beggars can't.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Yes. All
I'm
right.
good at this.
Oh man, this is shocking.
Yeah.
Behind every great man. Oh, what was that thought?
Better share that.
Oh, yeah, just behind every man is another man.
That's kind of
Well, I
true.
mean, it's not true. Eventually, someone's always standing behind, like somewhere
No,
behind
it's
you.
not always
No, not like directly, but it's like,
If you go back around the earth enough. Okay.
yeah. Yeah, is behind every man,
Behind every great man.
behind every great man.
Is a.
Great man. Is a gentleman and a scholar.
A great woman. Behind every man,
Oh.
great man is a great woman.
Close.
All right.
I've got one for you.
Okay.
A bird in the hand.
A bird in the hand, an egg in the on the omelet. Wait, egg in the pan.
They rhyme too.
A bird in the hand is an egg in the pan.
A bird in the egg. Wait, what'd you say?
A bird in the hand.
A bird in the hand is
Yes.
dinner for a clan.
Clan. Oh, clan.
That may be true. A big bird.
A bird in the hand
Is
is.
worth
I have no idea.
Is worth 2 in the bush.
What?
A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
That's a tough one.
Oh, because you have one as opposed to
As opposed to
hoping
you
to get
might
one.
be able to get
Oh, okay.
2. You know, it's better to, yeah. All right.
Bird in the hand,
I was really hoping
egg in the pan.
something
Oh man.
All right.
wrong.
Children should be,
Patient.
yeah. Children should be seen.
Children should be seen.
Doing the dishes.
Freaking brain. I just go. Children should be patient and wondrous.
I like the wonders.
Patient and kind.
I mean, those are good things.
Joel, that's the Cub Scout motto.
Yeah.
Children should be seen and not heard.
You were literally listing out the Cub Scout motto.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
Give good
Joel,
thoughts, though.
Joel,
What?
just an inside joke. Remember that time you wrote a song?
Yes. Yeah. Yep. The thumb song.
Yep. That's all I have to say.
All right.
I know him when I hear him. Like, I can't hear him before I know him.
If you don't see him.
Going to hell in a.
Going to hell in a pit. Going to hell in a fiery blaze.
Whoa.
That's not bad.
Ow.
Going to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah, gotta know that.
Wait, what does that even mean?
I don't know. Well, we can look it up.
It means that you're really trying to
Oh yeah.
do the wrong thing, I guess.
Hell in a, oh, kind of like, I just feel like it's kind of like, is it like kind of almost
alright,
like you're
to
going
be-
down to hell to put it out with like a teaspoon of water or like with
No.
a bucket or something like that? Like,
Not at all.
You're getting a lot deeper than the real meaning, but I like where you're going.
Goodness.
It means to be going to hell in a handbasket is to be rapidly deteriorating, to be on course for disaster.
Yeah.
but what the heck does the handbasket mean?
It's called a turn of phrase, not because it makes sense.
It's got to come from something though.
Yeah.
All right, great.
Like, who has the handbasket? And how are
You
you in
do.
it? That means
You
if
do.
you're in
Take
the
it to hell.
if you're in the handbasket, someone else is carrying it.
Well, man,
Yeah.
who's carrying me? Satan, what are you doing with the basket?
Yeah, someone's carrying you down or willing to.
All right,
I got one.
all right.
Hair of the dog.
Hair of the dog,
What'd you think?
tooth in the mouth.
Okay.
Hair in the dog,
Hair of the dog.
hair of the dog. I can't stop my brain, man. It just keeps like coming up with stupid things. Hair of the dog. Literally, I just can't get away from back of the hand. Hair of the dog.
Comma.
Back of the
Yeah.
All right. Hoisted.
Bit you.
Sorry, what?
That bit you.
Oh.
Hair of the dog that bit you.
I'm thinking of it kind of like a da 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 da, a ba da 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 da. That's how I hear it.
Musical.
All right, so we need to find more turns of phrase that go ba-da-ba-da-da, ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Yeah, it does. I hear it like that.
All right, hoisted with your own.
Hands. Horses are on their own mans.
Hoisted on. All right, how about this? Hoisted on your own.
Hoisted on your own shoulders.
No.
Hoisted on your boat anchor.
Well, on your what?
Hoisted on the
Boat anchor.
hoisted on.
Not what I heard.
I don't know. That one's
Hoisted on your own petard.
what the heck is that?
I've never heard that one.
You've never heard hoisted on your own petard?
Nope.
No.
James, enlighten us.
Oh, don't ask me. I'm not that old. Jeez.
All right, to be hoisted with your own petard means to be injured by the device you intended to use to injure others. A petard would be like the small engine of war used to blow breaches in gates or walls. They're originally metallic and bell-shaped, so kind of like a battering ram.
Oh.
Shoot.
They were full of gunpowder. We now call them a bomb. Okay, so
Well, I guess in a way, it is hoisted by your own
bomb.
mans.
I
Because
got
the
one. I
man's.
got one for you, Joel.
Yeah.
Born with a blank in your one's mouth.
oh, you're
Born with a gold tooth in your mouth?
Okay.
close. One.
Born with a bone in your mouth?
Yeah.
Colder.
Yeah, like I don't know, like a dog. Like
Born with a radical grill. That's what it is.
Born with a gold tooth
Blank
on the
in one's
right
mouth.
track.
born with a gold mine,
Colder.
gold sense of smell. I don't know. Born with a golden rod. Oh, wait, in your mouth. Oh, I forgot that last part. I'm thinking like in your hand.
I am the golden rod, man.
I'll do it.
Got a golden rod in my mouth. Silver spoon.
Oh,
Born with a silver spoon in your mouth, mean like you're rich.
that makes sense.
All right. If the mountain will not come to Muhammad,
Bring it to him.
then Muhammad must go to the mountain.
Oh, see, I got it.
Not bad.
Bring him up.
If wishes were horses,
Ride him.
beggars would ride.
That's pretty practical.
Wait, what?
If wishes were horses, beggars would ride. Beggars have lots of wishes,
Oh, okay.
but they're not useful.
So I was so close. Ride him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ride those wishes.
Modern
Something going on in your
interpretation.
mind. That works.
Joel, if you can't stand the heat,
Put it out. Put out.
That's very logical.
You're very practical with your turns of phrase.
If you can't stand the heat, stand farther away.
That's close, closer, warmer, as it were.
Or colder.
Get back.
You're talking about.
Get back away. Get.
Closer, closer. Particular, a room. Think of a room. If you can't stand the heat,
Shut the door.
not quite. Room names.
It's a hot.
If you can't stand the heat,
Get into the kitchen. Leave the kitchen.
warmer,
Okay.
Leave the. Turn the broiler off.
colder,
Turn the stove off.
colder.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
If you can't
said
stand
it.
the heat-
He said leave the kitchen.
Is it leave the kitchen?
Get out
Get
of the
out.
kitchen.
Oh. That was close enough.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys want to move on to some gaming topics?
Yeah.
No, my apple.
It got too moist, fell off.
Actually, my hands were too cold from eating it. I couldn't
My
feel
hands
it
are so
cooking.
sticky and I hate it.
He says as he's eating
No, I don't
pepperoni
like-
out of a bag.
What?
You're eating pepperoni out of a. Pepperonis are moist.
No, I know, but like they don't drip anywhere. That's the thing. Like if they dripped, nope, not doing it.
Joel likes controllable moisture.
Giancarlo, is there like really good mozzarella, floats in water?
Yeah.
Or at some point in the process. Is there like really good salami or pepperonis that are also like really wet, or is that all pretty dry?
Okay. I think that's pretty dry.
Okay.
It's like it's cured, so it's.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's grease because it's meat, but it's not gonna be slimy.
Okay.
Shouldn't be so wet. At least for Joel's standards, it's all wet. I mean,
Yeah.
who am I kidding?
All right.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
Yeah, so our main topic tonight is this article came out today in newscientist.com. Is that an actual, real, reputable website? Do we know? Are we just going to read clickbait? We'll see. Gaming addiction probably isn't a real condition, study suggests. Now, if there's anything that should ever make you skeptical, it's a study suggests this one thing.
Yeah.
But
This is linked to a real article, to a
yeah,
real
yeah,
study,
no,
I believe.
Yeah. Internet gaming disorder is referenced in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders as a condition of further study, meaning the American Psychiatric Association thinks it warrants further research as a potential psychiatric condition. The manual suggests that people suspected of suffering from gaming disorder must fulfill 5 or more criteria from a list of 9 that include lying about time spent gaming, jeopardizing jobs, careers, or education because of participation in gaming, and using gaming to relieve anxiety. They must also feel distress over their gaming habits for a yet-to-be-defined period of time. To investigate the potential prevalence of the disorder based on these criteria, stupid ad.
You don't have an ad block on this?
I don't. Because I support YouTubers.
What?
Netta Weinstein at Cardiff University and her colleagues used a nationally representative sample informed by U.S. Census data to identify 2,316 people over the age of 18 who regularly played games online. Participants filled in a questionnaire covering aspects of their health, physical activity, and lifestyle. At the start of the study, only 9 participants met 5 or more criteria and experienced distress as a result of their gaming. However, none still met this criteria 6 months later and therefore weren't diagnosed with addiction. 3 people matched 4 or more criteria at the beginning and into the study. However, none felt ongoing distress over their gaming habits. Further analysis by the team showed that people who displayed some of the proposed symptoms of gaming addiction had lower needs fulfillment, meaning they were unhappy in other areas of life, such as relationships or their career. This suggests that gaming might be a displacement activity for people in an unhappy situation rather than an addiction. 6 months later,
We know that.
the symptoms of gaming disorder were reduced in those who had now become more content since the first questionnaire. This is initial evidence, Weinstein says, that having more needs fulfillment in life can make people feel better about their gaming. So I'm going to put the link to the article in the description if anyone wants to read more, because I don't want to just read most of it and then take any credit for everything they wrote. But I guess the point they're trying to make in here is, as opposed to alcoholism, where at a certain point your body's addicted to the point where or heroin or something, you can't just quit. Your body is actually physically dependent on that thing, or you're going to be in severe pain, or possibly.
Well, I mean, you can, but it just makes it very hard.
I mean, you could die. If you go through with alcohol withdrawal or heroin withdrawal or something, people die from that.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful. I'm just saying, but it makes it hard. It
You gotta
doesn't make it
be careful.
impossible. Yeah, yeah,
Words of wisdom from Joe.
yeah.
Some people say there isn't an addiction, doesn't exist.
So I guess the idea behind this is that gaming can't fall into that category ever, which I guess would we all agree with that? Like it can't ever be as bad as alcoholism, where like your organs fail you, right?
I don't know. I mean,
The only thing I can think of would be people that stay up
yeah.
for days.
There was
straight
that.
playing.
Or don't move.
There was
That's true.
there was a Korean guy who played like World of Warcraft or something like that, or not. Well,
He died in the internet cafe.
yeah, like
He was Chinese.
He was doing like crazy farming or something like that, and he just played. And he just
It
couldn't
has to be
stop.
crazy farming, Joel. You can't be a pro.
It was.
Well, no, that's what I
It was
think it
Chinese
was.
farming.
Yeah. Like, because
That's the
you can pay for have other people to do that
Yeah,
for
yeah.
your characters or whatever. So something like that. So, I mean, sleep. I mean, like it. I think in a way, like, visually, because you can be so consumed by something visually, and having something constantly happening.
But to Jeremiah's point, the withdrawals of stopping it, other than you might have extreme anxiety or something like that, that's not going to kill you. Versus
Yeah, like I think
the withdrawals of alcohol, withdrawals of heroin, or something like that can be very taxing on your body.
like they
Yeah, I
can
guess maybe not.
physically kill you, whereas with
Yeah.
gaming maybe it's
Yeah, I guess not maybe that.
no matter how
that
bad
way,
it is,
yeah.
it can't be that bad.
I would say, like, I don't even believe in most things that people call addictions. So this stuff that like really affects you physically. There's much more legitimate parts to that. Because with gaming, I mean, at some point, you got to do something about it.
What do you think about what they say about people who play tons of games? They appear to be that because they were unhappy in other areas of their life, that's why they were
That,
playing
that
them.
makes a lot of sense.
You think so?
Yeah. It's escapism. Yeah.
Like, that's
I don't think it's always the case, though.
No, not always
no,
the case,
but that makes a lot
I,
of
think
I
they-
think I think the kids just get interested a
No.
lot of times when they're younger, and that's just something that carries over.
No, I
It's
think
not- they're trying to. Go ahead.
as far as escapism, I think referring to the people who exhibited like 5 or more of the markers of addiction at one point in the study, I think they're referring to them like they were using it as escapism, not like everybody in general.
I know. I would say everyone in general tends to. I mean, I know I have, but not even in like a crazy way. But I know there's been distinct times where I've used it to escape things. If I've been honest about it, doesn't necessarily have to be a full-blown addiction, as you would call it, or whatever. But you could totally use it for anything to kind of avoid something else.
Yeah.
That's definitely possible. Doesn't mean it's all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I've known people that have used games that. There was someone that used to live down our neighborhood. Their family or his wife like divorced him. He would play EverQuest like constantly, but he would be.
How dare you?
Yeah, and, yeah, like you love EverQuest. Well, what ended up happening was that because he played it so much, and have you ever watched? You guys should look up the documentary Second Skin. It's really good, but it's freaking scary. It's about these people who played World of Warcraft, but they get the new DLC or the new expansion out, and they would just stay up for 3 or 4 days straight, and they would grind to the highest level. They would bring their food in like crates.
Are you
set it
mocking
right
me?
beside-
I played EverQuest for a very long time.
No, but they would sit down. They would not even get up. They would set all their food beside them for days.
Me and my
they would
brothers.
just sit there.
What about
you know?
now-
Me and my brothers had one computer. We put our couch in front of it. We took turns
Yeah.
playing the same character in EverQuest and sleeping.
Oh, I never share characters.
Well, good for you.
I
EverQuest
know.
was difficult.
I was in a one-computer family. We had to.
I would start over. Would you put your freaking phone not on it? No, but the point I was getting to is that in this documentary, some of the people that played it so much, they literally visually saw the stuff out in the world. Like, and I can actually atone to a little bit of this. Okay, in a small manner. I used to play Bejeweled and Peggle like crazy. I mean, I really was like.
Really?
Yeah, I love that game.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Okay, well here's what's funny. When you has anyone here played Bejeweled Twist? Okay.
I haven't played
Okay,
Bejeweled at all.
well, I know. It was just a really addicting game, right?
Yeah.
So you play it and you have to rotate things, okay? So I played so many hours of it. No joke, I'd be driving down the road and I almost got in a wreck because of it.
You were playing it driving down
No,
the road?
I wasn't playing it. Oh, let me explain.
Okay, all right.
You start seeing shapes and patterns in the game, and know you can quickly change this to do this, do this. You get really good at it. No joke, I would see lights and patterns, and my brain would click into the Bejeweled Twist, and I would actually start like kind of rotating it in my head, thinking, oh yeah, that would be a great one. Or you see a Peggle, like, oh, it could bounce here, because you play it so much. So the World of Warcraft people, they played it so much. The guy said he would like literally see the virtual world in the real world, just because he's like constantly thinking about it.
That happened to me.
Really?
I'm actually not even kidding. Like with EverQuest or different games like that, I played it so much. I'd go outside, and I did go outside, by the way. I do have brothers. Yeah, I'd go outside, and like there were times where I had to like think, I'm not using the interface. I was gonna like pick up something. I'm like, what am I doing? I had to like catch myself. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, P-Core.
Or that time I played Pokemon all day.
Yeah.
I tried to go to sleep. All the Pokemon music was jarbled in my mind. It was one noise. And I couldn't go to sleep. It was difficult.
Like for me, stuff like that, like because I mean, you guys know me. Like I concentrate something. If I'm into something, I'm like zoned in, right?
Yeah.
Well, I told Joy, like we went skiing a couple years ago, or I went snowboarding. After I snowboard, if I do anything like that, then I'm like, you have to be really calculated, thinking about it constantly, because it can be really dangerous, right? Well, if I did that all day, something's sneaking up on us.
There is.
I'm throwing you guys in front of it.
No,
Just like
I would snowboard all day long, and then I usually tell Joy, would you mind driving some on the way home? Because I was driving once, we're heading back, and it's like maybe an hour and a half drive, and I'm sitting there, and my mind is going back to picturing myself sideways, going down slopes, and I can almost in a way feel like, okay, where my feet are going, what I have to do, and I go, holy crap! And we have a lot of deer. The she bears.
She bears are coming.
She bears. What do you? Ow!
It's got to be safe.
Dave's turning on his.
Yeah, there's deer over there.
Basically his Marvel sky beam.
Or if there's kids in the woods, come on out. We got some food. Anyways, so I think in a way, obviously, I think we all know that games in a way are addictive because they are so fun. They can be incredibly fun,
and they're built to be.
They're built to be fun, and they should be. Games should be fun, or it's not a good game. But I think you can easily want to have that fun over doing anything else. Like I would rather be playing Skyrim or doing something than working.
It's easier than
you know, some things like that. Yeah, it's easier. It's easier.
And you still get sometimes you get
no consequences. You know what I mean?
Well, you get some consequence, but not like actual consequence.
Yeah.
But you do get that sense of accomplishment to some degree too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you guys are comparing something that, not that you don't like work, but work is like physically going out and doing something that's kind of counterintuitive to your relaxation. I think people that get to the point of being addicted aren't just ignoring work, they're ignoring personal hygiene, they're ignoring food that, and other pleasure, in life, social activities that generally are seen as having fun, but they're willing to even give up those things to just keep playing. Like I can't imagine many people that would say, oh yeah, I'd rather go to work today than play a game, that, that do like games at all. But, there's that, do you want to go hang out with your friends, or do you want to be playing a game by yourself? That's when I think it's closer to being addictive than anything.
Like
that.
The age we are, I think we all know somebody who I'm thinking of the exact person now. They showed up to college, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, ready to take on the world. Their roommate introduced them to World of Warcraft. This is in 2007. Introduced them to World of Warcraft week 1. By week 3, they had stopped going to classes and just sat on their chair in their room. And
I had someone in my dorm too.
He's doing better now.
No, not him.
Oh, okay.
No, I was saying a different person. You weren't at the school yet. This guy he dropped out after his first semester. He went to the special type of academic probation where they tell you oh, you go here, and then they ask you to leave.
Please go.
But he just went straight from maybe he had a really addictive personality, maybe he had a bad home life, I don't know. Obviously World of Warcraft immediately filled some perceived need that he felt like he had, and he gave himself over to it, body and soul. No, yeah, we have, and John Carlo and I,
he's in the game, knocking on the glass, help me.
Well, John Carlo and I, we have another friend who we went to school with,
Keep on fun.
who I think was borderline addicted to World of Warcraft. You can make a case.
Who? Oh, your friend?
Yeah, well, he would probably agree.
He even said it at times. He tried to quit it. He would quit it, and then he'd change his passwords and stuff.
Oh, shit.
And then he'd unlock his account 6 months later and get back into it.
Well, it's a good thing he's banned now. It helps some.
Is he banned though?
Well, he farmed too much. That part Chinese in him.
That part.
Now, Dave, can I ask you?
Yes, my lord.
as someone who puts a lot of hours, like more so than the average person does in the games, how do you draw that line of, Fallout settlements? You're building it. You're also, making money on YouTube.
Yeah.
A lot of justified action. But how do you draw that line of, I'm not going to put too much time into this versus the amount of time doesn't matter, without it being like addiction?
That's a good question. I don't know if I can verbalize exactly how I draw the line, but I know that I definitely drew the line with Minecraft. Because Joel and Debbie bought me a copy of Minecraft when I was waiting for Battlefield 3 to launch. And I was just telling this a few days ago, I think. I launched it, joined the server that everyone had going, and I played like 25 hours in a week. And I was in my senior year of classes at the time, I think it was. I was building an underground railway system
I did that.
that used like all the switches to automatically send the carts back and forth. But you know me, not only am I on the wiki, studying the wiki to get all the switches to work right and automatically, not only am I doing it all in survival mode where I'm mining all the materials to build it all, but it's got to be stylized too. I'm designing a Minecraft subway system in an Art Deco Bioshock style. At the end of the week, I literally said, no, I don't like where this is going, and I never played again.
Probably a wise choice.
We almost lost him there.
Yeah.
Do you remember Commander Dell? Giancarlo?
Is that like the farmer in the Dell?
Kinda. Commander Dell was an old Dell
Oh, yes.
Optiplex? I'm not sure. An old Dell desktop. that
Like a Dell.
Yeah, that my roommate Chris brought to school. It was some like cast off. It had a Pentium 4 and 1 gig of RAM. And we upgraded Commander Dell to like 2 or 4 gigs of RAM. And our friend Doug would come over every night when he got back from work, and we'd play Command and Conquer 3 Tiberium Wars against each other, and then eventually against the computer. And that was like, it was actually kind of weird. For a whole semester, me, Chris, and Doug, every night, like 10:30, Doug would just stride into our room, no knocking, be like, we're doing this? And we would play on, and Commander Dell, we put like a cheapo graphics card in it. It eventually moved out to the living room. The other roommate, who was maybe a little addicted to World of Warcraft, his computer had broken, and he installed WoW on the Commander Dell and played it, not at great frame rates. Commander Dell was not in great shape. Pentium 4, keep in mind. Commander Dell caught on fire once.
And we kept on playing.
And kept on going. No, seriously. Graduated from college. I took Commander Dell with me. Me and Chris talked about it, and we agreed that, like, he wanted me to take Commander Dell. So I took Commander Dell.
What'd you do to it?
With it. brought it home. We turned it into a Minecraft server. Like, Commander Dell was like in college, it was like the media server and the living room, like the home theater computer. And we take it, and then it becomes the Minecraft server. And that's all it did was run a Minecraft server for just me and Chris, because we played that much of it for like a year or two. And then we moved into the camper. We finally threw Commander Dell away. I was legitimately sad. I've never been sad over.
Computer goes,
dude.
I did my
Commander
job.
Dell. No. Commander Dell was a boss. Commander Dell hung in there.
That's why we got our first PC.
The case was so.
The boss's boss.
It was so plasticky. You remember the Dells from the early 2000s that was the great. Yeah, it was the worst build quality of everything, but it was
I had my first personal computer that it was from a yard sale, but I got a compact Presario. I think it was 230 megahertz, maybe it might have even been 133.
GTI X4.
It didn't have any sound card in it. It only had the modem speaker in it, and that's where sometimes you could get sound to come out of the modem
computer
speaker.
had 66 megahertz. We had a sound card.
What?
You didn't have a sound card?
No. There's no sound card. There was no headphone jack or anything. It was just a floppy disk, and I got a game called, I think it was called Raptor Jet, or like a jet kind of top down, up and down shooter type game. Yeah, I love that thing. And when you'd shoot, you'd hear the modem speaker go, or it was really crappy. Yeah.
That's cool.
I would put like.
You guys,
oh, go ahead.
What would make you think, all right, I've got to stop, I'm getting addicted?
If my wife was disappointed in me. Seriously,
it's a good check now.
Yeah. If she was like, if she came to me, and she would tell me way before this, but she came to me, she's like if I missed something important to my wife, like if I skipped out on something or I missed it because I was too wrapped up in playing a game that didn't even occur to me.
Yeah,
I think that would be a problem.
I think good for us is that we do have friends and people that would notice, and hopefully it would say something. But yeah, I know same for my wife.
But without external intervention.
There's internal ones too. It depends on what you believe.
And say, oh my gosh. I've got to cut back, or
I think I kind of just.
or is addiction something that you get to that point you can't realize?
I think in some cases probably.
But I think a lot of addicts know they're addicted, but they just feel powerless to do anything about it or to.
Not all though. Not
No,
all.
I said some.
Yeah,
Some.
some. Yeah.
I think it might be like even half and half. I think for a lot of people it's a slow burn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the frog in the boiling water scenario
Yeah.
where you don't realize you're being boiled alive until it's too late.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's like, I think, like, I would rather play games than watch most TV shows and stuff. So, like, I watch a lot of shows, but it takes me a long time to watch them. So I usually watch about one episode of something a week. Because to me, I enjoy, like, playing a game and interacting with something and, you know, kind of having a part of it, you know? Where sometimes, like, watching a TV show at home, sometimes I'll watch 15, 20 minutes of an episode of a long one and be like, I would just pause and I'll continue it later. Because, like, so to me, because, like, I sometimes almost sitting still for such a long time of just watching something, like, it's got to be just so incredible for me to really continue the whole time. So for me, like, a game is really, really stress relieving for me, because I like to be able to just blow stuff up and run amok sometimes.
Yeah, and we haven't really.
Yeah.
We've kind of defined what addiction was. There's arguments out there whether or not, to what degree is addiction mean, or whether or not it exists, and whether it's controllable and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But everyone has their different ideas of what that means. And then there are different ideas of how to stop that or what's too far.
James, have you ever felt like you were addicted to a game?
Not really.
How about buying
there
games?
are games that I've put a lot of hours in, like up front. But usually, actually every single game is tapered off. So I've never, I think 200 hours most I've ever put in a single game, and that was over like a couple years.
James, what about those 10 hours of Payday 2 in one night?
I felt sick after that.
Oh, yeah, I felt so sick
I
in the
felt
morning.
sick with victory after that. I don't know about y'all.
You were still young. You were still young.
Yeah, I was like 23, 24.
Yeah.
And virile.
Oh man, I feel old now, guys. All right.
Some of that pep.
What? You're getting ready to tell an old man story?
Well, I hit a big squat yesterday.
What does that mean?
There goes James. Hold on.
You
let me get him
hit
back.
a big squat?
Still
I see
hear you.
pepperoni.
Oh,
over
I
there.
wonder who. Something dropped out of the
Mouth.
call. I don't know. So
Take what you want.
So yesterday, I'm trying to hit a 300 squat by the end of the year,
Nice.
and I've done 285. It's my best one rep, and that was last year. And I tried a 300 after it, and I failed it. But I deloaded. I've gotten way better with my form. I feel a lot more stable. I'm using knee wraps now to help feel better. I've adjusted my bar position. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. I'm working out at a real gym where I can use a mirror
What's the
to
point of squatting?
What's the point?
Uh-huh.
Well, it is one of the best all body exercises to make you just generally stronger. Like after getting good at squatting, just picking up stuff, like you need to carry a couch, it feels like the easiest thing in the world. Not to mention, it got rid of my chronic back pain from being a desk
that's
worker.
good.
You guys know what I'm thinking right now? All I can think about is the day that Jeremiah finally trips with that water bottle in front of him, he's going to kill someone.
Yeah, that bottle's going through a skull, like straight through multiple bodies.
His core is going to be so hard.
But to answer your question, it's an awesome all-around compound exercise.
Yeah.
It got rid of my chronic back pain completely from being an office worker, and it's made me a lot stronger in very practical terms, because it's not just your legs, it's like your whole core, like your shoulders, everything.
Right.
Your whole central nervous system has to get tougher. So anyway, I did a really clean 275 yesterday. Like I did a 275 and it felt great. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna try 300. I don't feel like I can hit it. And right then somebody from the gym noticed I was doing it in socks, and they made me put my shoes back on. So then I was like, all right, I don't think I'm
doing
gonna
that
hit
in
it.
socks?
Flat-footed, yeah. I don't
gym?
shoes because you rock back and forth and stuff.
But
Which
on
gym?
your foot though. If
I don't
it
have
drops.
lifting shoes.
Ooh, but still, like, if it drops on your foot, that'd be.
Drops on your foot, it's on your shoulders.
I know, but what if
How's
it
it gonna
slips? If it slips and it's slamming your
There's
foot?
catch bars.
Oh, okay.
Which
yeah.
gym?
The gym where we work.
Okay.
It's a really nice gym. But
It is.
so I went for a 300, and I went down. Anybody who squats, I know I'm kind of explain everything. because I'm not trying to spend like 10 minutes on the story. But so I bounced out of the hole.
You're already at 5.
Yeah, it continues to spend 10 minutes.
I went down. I was tight. My form was good on the way down. I was controlled. I bounced out of
What
the hole.
was tight?
Me, just everything.
Your ass was tight, wasn't it?
I bounced out of the hole. I was coming back up. I hit the wall. And I hit the wall so hard, I pushed against it for like a second and a half. I was like, no, it's not going to happen. I knew, like, okay, yeah, like, not today.
Ooh.
I'm not going to get it.
Yeah.
And I dropped it. And as soon as I went out from under the weight, like, and it went under the bars and I rolled out from under it, I stood up. And then, like, I lost my vision and my hearing in my left ear. Like, so many stars in front of my eyes. And my hearing just went, doo! And then I just dropped back to my knees. And I was like, I can't see anything.
Holy
it was just because
smokes.
the stars in front of my eyes. My vision didn't literally go away.
No, I know that.
Okay, well,
I know what that means.
Blacking out.
Well, no. I mean, no, Joel. It's possible that somebody could like actually lose their vision. So just be clear.
I also know that too.
Okay, I just,
But I'm just saying,
Joel.
that was pretty.
That's moonshine.
You breathe in air?
Yeah.
You're alive right now? There's
so
the ground?
So after that, so anyway, so I felt pretty good the rest of the day. That's how squats always goes. You feel good the rest of the day, and then the next day, today, like walking upstairs, it feels like one of those mountains that just gets taller the more you look up at like every stair. You're like, oh, why? Like my legs have hurt so bad. Everything is just in pain right now. Not like pain like it's injured, just pain as in it's sore in ways I didn't think it was going to be sore.
So what's your normal lift? Like, what's your like, that is a good workout lift, not just
Yesterday I
trying
did
to
my,
go for
my work sets at a couple sets of 235. And I've done as high as three sets of 5 reps of 250.
That's nice.
That's really rough.
I'm only just curious because when I was at my workout, the guy who owns it, Ben, I mean, he's a professional trainer and everything. That's what he does for a living. But he was doing that, and I was just watching him. And I was just curious. I was like, "How much are you lifting?" Because I don't know what like is a lot, you know.
Right.
But he was doing, I think, 325 or something like that, and then he started at that.
Yeah.
Then I was like, but so hearing that, I'm like, that's really good. I mean, like, he's a professional doing it all the time. That's his job, you know. So I'm like, that's awesome. That's really good.
You strong D.
Yep. Yeah, sure.
But yeah, so anyway, that's my old man story.
Nothing to do with that.
That's cool.
So it's now time to talk about what are you playing this week. Part of the show where we talk about what we're playing this week. So this week,
Wait, what? What are you trying to say?
this week we've been playing a lot of Ghost Recon
Recans.
Wildlands. Well, no, hold on. Just
Like a
think about it.
pecan?
The name's dumb. Ghost Recon Wildlands Ghost Wars. There's 2 ghosts in the title. And there's only like 5 words.
It's extra ghosty.
But we've been playing a ton of that. It is a lot of fun.
It's
and
a
it's
great
also
game.
incredibly frustrating. So we figured out that the thermal goggles were overpowered.
They got nerfed.
Yeah, they got nerfed. But until they got nerfed, I think when everybody figured out they were getting
Oh, it was
nerfed,
fun.
everybody just used them all the time. But we had a couple. My favorite matches are when we're playing each other, like in 2v2s or 3v3s
that's fun.
or something. There was, oh man, I was talking to you about this the other day, Joel. There was one time I sniped you where I knew.
Oh,
I
dude,
knew you
on
were
our
gonna
side,
be-
I was swearing like a pirate. I was like, yeah,
because I could see Joel.
Yar.
Dave, it was at the quarry.
shite.
It was at the quarry, and I was on one of the hills, and I could see somebody move behind like a bunch of crates and some barrels. I saw just the hint of a ghillie suit move, and I was like, "There's this tiny little crack." I was like, "Is the hitbox going to be good enough to let me through it?" And I lined up and cracked my first shot, and it went all the way through. Headshot at Joel. Joel dies. I was like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
he's gonna."
That was a
hate
good
this."
shot. It was like, oh, good shot. But I'm like, no.
I had one of those hitbox moments last week. A sniper in a building had just killed. I think it was Shane. Shane, James, and
Whole heap of smoke on you.
Dan, and I saw just the muzzle flash coming out of a doorway of this building. But as the muzzle flash was just like going off, I saw the guy's elbow. I don't know how he was holding his rifle. Like he was like chicken winging it. I saw his elbow like just poking out of the door. I was like, I wonder if the hitbox is that good. And I just shot him right in the middle of the elbow and got the kill.
Nice.
But apparently there's a glitch in the hitbox where the back of the thighs just goes right through.
Right through those hammies. I don't know how it's possible. My hammies are so tight right now. They're so sore.
It just ricochets off probably.
I just squeeze them.
So
Where do you guys want them to take? We talked about it last week. Where do you guys want them to take the PvP from here? More maps.
Well, yeah,
Or
I mean,
content,
they
obviously,
have new
we're out
maps
of
coming out
content,
soon.
you know. Content's old.
Yeah, the game's dying.
Dead game. dead
You
game.
said the game was dying.
According to the YouTube comments, it died 6 months ago.
I think it'd be cool if they add different modes eventually.
Well, yeah, they are.
4v4, just straight up playing. But I think it would be cool if eventually they added, like, capture the flag type stuff.
They got one coming out soon. That's like a hostage rescue type thing. We got to grab like a civilian and then bring him to a point or something. I think that mode's gonna be pretty cool.
I really think it's one of the best competitive third-person like tactical games I've ever played. It's really impressive. The amount of thought that went into it. We talked about it last week a whole bunch. It's just, it continues to impress.
Dave, after playing a game like that, where
Yeah.
it does feel like everything you do matters,
Yeah,
how do you go back to a game like Battlefield 1, honestly?
because
Like, do you just play it a different way? Like, yeah, this is more of a casual game. You know what I mean?
Games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can still enjoy Halo.
It's
But Halo is
meaningful.
pretty tactical,
I play
though.
Battlefield because I like being a part of a huge battle. Like, your part matters less, but the whole moving system.
Yeah.
Unless Dave gets in an airplane.
In which case, I am the cog. I'm all the cogs. in the machine.
But I look at it the same way Joel is like, yeah, you know, we make fun of plenty of times how clunky and stuff Arma can be. But to me, like, I don't really compare Battlefield 1 and Arma against each other, because Arma is about a very different experience.
Well, I'm
It's
not comparing. I'm just saying, sometimes how do you go back to that? Because, like, to
Right,
me-
I'm saying, but
yeah.
I'm saying, I don't go back to Arma and think,
Yeah.
oh, it's clunky, like the graphics are so far behind, like it's a totally different experience I'm looking to get out of it.
Yeah.
It's one thing, like, if I play Forza 7 and then go back to Forza 4, I'm like, oh, well, this is, like,
Yeah.
aggravating.
Because it's like, when you, like, for me, like, I've tried to play Battlefield a couple times with Dave lately. I just can't. Like, I can't. Like, to me, because it's like, I feel like I'm losing and wasting my time in a way, because it's like, with other games, like, even with Battlegrounds, I feel like everything I'm doing more in the game, I'm learning to get really, like, a lot better. And every time I play now with Edgar, we pretty much win almost every game we play. Outside of, like, 3 out of 5 games, we're winning all 3. Like, we're winning all 3. We're winning 3 out of 5. Shut up.
60% of the time, we win every time.
Yeah. I don't know.
I love Battlefield still. Although this week it's broken. They released a patch where all of the HUD icons that are in the map itself, like when you're looking at spotted enemies or icons of your teammates or even flag locations, all the transparency is stuck at 20%. So friendly planes are chasing each other in circles because they can't see the friendly icon. People are shooting at teammates from like 100 yards away because you can't tell it's a friendly teammate. Now, you know, at certain points you can see from like the uniform differences who's who, but a lot of the game is like in shadow or it's like raining or something. So most of Battlefield 1 right now is just everyone, all teammates shooting at each other constantly. It's really, really bad.
Oh, man.
You guys playing anything else?
I'll tell you a
Yeah.
little game I'm playing. I
All right.
don't know if you've heard of it. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past.
How's that? I've never played it, but I hear good things.
It's really great. Part of my childhood coming back.
What was the last, like,
Full force.
what was the last game you played that you would consider, like, just a casual, like, Mario type game?
Casual Mario. Well,
Or anything that, like, just not a first-person shooter or, like, a AAA big action type game or anything?
I guess Hellblade doesn't count because it's not like casual.
I'm thinking, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like Yoshi's Woolly World or Mario Brothers or.
I mean,
like,
I don't play a lot of games
Rayman
like
or anything
that.
like
I mean, maybe.
Oh, you mean kids games, Joel?
Well, like,
Dave, I will drown you in the fire.
all right.
Well, first of all, let's go back to the drippy problem. This is a fire. This is dry, Joel. This is dry.
So, like FTL wouldn't count, right? Because that's not. You're more casual.
I guess that's probably the closest. Then.
It's not casual. Like
Yeah.
Hotline Miami doesn't count. Not casual enough.
Yeah, I guess not.
It's really
But
good.
that's probably the closest, I think. Yeah, we'll probably
Maybe like Hotline Miami.
SNES classic.
because like it would be interesting. I wish it would be kind of fun to do an experiment where like, you know, like you borrow the Nintendo Switch and all you do is for like 2 weeks you don't play any other games, but you just play a Mario game.
I would be interested.
Just to know, like more in the sense of an experiment of going. Because you can't play anything else, you know. Okay, I'm gonna just enjoy and spend time playing this. Because I know how it is. Because you know when you have. Well, that's true.
Classic games.
But I'm thinking even like
Well, if I can get
playing a more modern game, like, or even like Legend of Zelda. You know, just playing
SNES
that.
Classic or
Yeah.
NES?
SNES
Yeah.
classic.
You just got one?
We have like 4 at our house.
Oh,
How did you get 4 of those?
You know.
Well, they made
Okay.
a lot more.
You
of them.
know who I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
The Asian connection.
That's true. If anyone was going to find a way. So on that note,
Sorry.
this is
Wow,
interesting.
Brent.
And interesting. It's lower than I thought it would be, and I don't mean this in a bad way towards the Nintendo Switch. It's only sold 2 million units in the U.S.
The Switch?
Yeah, it's sold about 6 million units worldwide since launch.
Yeah, it seems like they're always out.
Yeah, but that's the thing is I feel
They're in
like
stock now, like everywhere.
they are.
Oh yeah.
Well, I feel like everybody I know, maybe they're just such big Switch evangelists because it's such a good console, that I feel like I hear more about the Switch than so many other things. I was expecting way more than 2 million to have been sold.
Yeah, I was too.
And even worldwide, that's lower than I thought it was going to be. I mean, with the PS4 sold like 11 million in the first 24 hours or something? Or a million in the first
11
24
million?
hours. No, a million in the first 24
They
hours.
probably could have sold more if they had any of them
That
out
was
there.
GTA. If I remember, GTA 5 sold like 11 million copies in the first
That was
24 hours.
crazy.
I don't know if the Switch success would have been as high if they had not done the production siphoning. Not siphoning. What's the word?
Yeah, I know. Like kind of restricting it a little bit.
Yeah.
Why not? Because there were so many people who wanted one who would have gladly.
Like they probably could have
It would
added
make
some
sense that it
more.
would
They could have
help.
added probably twice as much as they did, but
Right, but they created.
They
so
do
much
create,
buzz
yeah.
Because of that, because of oh man, that's the hot they can get.
yeah.
Well, I
And
think
so the people that got it are probably more inclined to loving the games that they do have. And not that Zelda wasn't a bad game. Zelda was obviously incredible, but the rest of the games that came out around the time were not that much different than any other experience.
Yeah.
But I think people are more inclined to like those because, hey, this is all we got. But man, I got one, you didn't. So it's kind of a rarity.
Well, the game kind of lasted a while too, so that's nice. Even though
Oh yeah.
that's always
It was always
perennial
fun hearing the
complaint
people.
of
It was
Nintendo.
funny hearing the people like, "Oh man, I finished Zelda." Like they finished it in 7 days.
Oh, that's
like somehow
gross.
everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
I have no idea how
That's
you can
weird.
do that.
That's an addiction.
That's an addiction.
That's as bad for me as the people who I did the Witcher review years ago. People be like, "How'd you get?" You know, for me it was 300 hours. That's a little on the extreme side. But they'd be like, "I beat the story in 22 hours. That was a really short game." I'm like, the average playthrough was like 70 hours, wasn't it?
No,
Yeah.
average to play the main campaign was about 25 hours.
Ah,
So if
that-
that's all you play, yeah. Because the thing
that
is, yeah,
seems crazy fast.
Because
it will. I mean, like
The
the thing is,
side quests are
you
so
want to do a lot.
big.
It's
That's
like
true. The
Skyrim.
main campaign is
If you
not
play
that-
the main
said main
Skyrim, if you play Skyrim the main campaign, you're
Sure,
done in like
sure.
22 hours.
I think it's
true.
because to me,
not really made
Witcher
for
and
that,
Skyrim
you know?
both. There's supporting quests that I think
Yeah.
are important for the main quest.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Yeah.
in that game, you didn't have to level up to do much in that game.
Yeah.
So there wasn't much of a need to do other
most
stuff.
of the XP
yeah.
was in the
But
main.
like, let's
Yeah,
put it
yeah.
this way: if you make it to The Witcher 3 and you never played The Last Wish, you haven't played The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
Like you're not. I mean, it's just
Go
whatever.
further with like Skyrim and say that if you just do the main story, you're missing the point of the.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
whole point of the game. Yeah,
Yeah.
the main story is just because they want you to have some sort of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
beginning, middle, end.
Purpose and yeah.
They don't want to give you an end. No, trust me.
Yeah.
Fallout 3 never gave you an
So
end.
bad.
Yeah.
To end the gaming section, if we're just about done, actually, I've been thinking about Joel's question because to me, I can swap back and forth between totally different styles of shooters: Arma, Wildlands, Battlefield. Enjoy all of them. But I was really thinking like, for Joel, who just sees it from a different perspective, like how to describe the difference. I mean, James knows. We've been diving into some serious Wildlands. Like we played like 5 hours last Friday, James.
Yeah, it was something
It
ridiculous.
was a huge session, but the thing about Wildlands is it's a very competitive small mode, right? So like you're at 100% the entire time. Like you feel exhausted after that many hours of. Well,
Yeah.
5 hours is 5 hours.
Yeah. I know what you mean though.
But yeah, it's like you're always at 100%. You can't make any mistakes. Like you have to be 100%. Whereas Battlefield being a much bigger game where you're with a team, even if your team sucks, you can kind of just pick your spot in the team and just kind of do your own thing. It still helps, but you can kind of get out of the the important thing, like where everything's on your shoulders. You can just participate in a grander,
Yeah.
slower in a way game.
That's the same
That's
thing as
what you
Arma
mean.
3.
Yeah.
There's plenty of times in Arma 3, like once this past mission this week, the long range radio was in the Humvee. So I was sitting in the Humvee just looking at the map and then radioing back and forth and coordinating and stuff and just kind of chilling. Like I had a long day at work, I was a little bit tired, and I was like, I don't have to be shooting everything right now, right? Like somebody needs to be relaying things back and forth to people. There's 16 people on radio channels. Like,
Yeah.
you can do that, and again, like in Wildlands, if you're not helping the team, you're hurting the team.
Exactly,
like,
exactly.
You have to
Right.
be.
I love that, but sometimes I just want to be a cog in the machine and just be
Yeah.
different.
That's true.
And then sometimes I want to be, again, the cog that's in the plane that's driving the whole machine.
Yeah, like Battlefront coming out, like I'm looking forward to it because obviously it's Star Wars.
Well, yeah.
But I know I won't probably get over 60 hours probably in it. Like
Sure.
it'll be about that. It'll be just a kind of fun fling in a way. You know what I mean? But it's not for me because at the end, like unless I'm playing with you guys or Joy's playing with me a lot, like it's just like I don't care if I level up or whatever. Even in Wildlands, I don't really care about the leveling system or ranks until it matters if I'm playing with you guys or I'm playing with John or someone I know. You know what I mean? But as I was thinking the other day, I was like, I think I'm pretty sure this is true, but I think I finished the most games out of all of you guys.
That's it, probably so.
That's probably fair.
But I was thinking about with even the Nintendo Switch, I'd be more than happy to let you borrow it. But it'd be interesting because, Dave, he loved playing Deus Ex, right? But you guys obviously, you play the games you love playing, which is totally fine. But it's kind of funny because I'm like if I really like a game, I usually stick with it and I'll finish out the main campaign and stuff like that. It'd be cool to see some of you guys try playing. Finishing out Deus Ex or a couple of those games that you like.
Up to an hour now.
Because you play like 10 minutes and then you go right back to Battlefield for the next 6 hours. So I'm like, if you'd siphon off just 1 hour and you could slowly get through some of these stories.
I love that too, Joel. And I have some explanations for that.
Yeah.
Because gaming has become work. Like a lot of the gaming I do is now work related directly. So what happens is when I have a game like Deus Ex that I love, I'm so excited to play through that game. But most of the time I'm tired or I have other things to play that are actually working towards something, whereas Deus Ex is just for me to play. And
is it too mental thought to kind of go into it? You know what I mean? Where Battlefield, you can kind of just
save it. Like when I have more time to really sit on it and just play it, because I'm not going to be doing any content based around it.
But I think what's funny is that because you say that, but then you'll jump into a quick dip of Battlefield, but then I'm playing it for 3 hours. I'm like, that would have been a decent session of Deus Ex because mostly I'm playing Wildlands. I play a storyline in Wildlands. The most I'll play is maybe an hour and a half, and I'm done. That's it.
Yeah.
So it's not really that long to get into it.
Splatoon.
Yeah. The real shooter.
One of those kids games?
So if you let me borrow the Switch, Joel, I don't know when or where would I play it? I've never really
Whenever.
on the go.
Look pretty fun.
No, you can put on your TV or anything downstairs,
Yeah, great
or just
reviews.
wherever. But it's more of it'd be cool to do an experiment of just spending 2 weeks and go, you know what? I'm only going to play games that are on the Nintendo Switch, or you're going to play Zelda or Mario, and just see if you could get into some of those games again, Or
was he never? Well, I guess I could ask.
yeah, he doesn't really play much of any of this.
Never
More
really
of
played those.
Which
Lately.
games specifically?
Those,
the kids'
those
games.
platformers. King David over here.
Did you ever play Mario 64?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I played Mario 64. I played Star Fox 64. I think I got my GameCube. I never really liked Mario Sunshine though. I played more Mario Kart, Smash, and then got right into normal AAA games.
But I'd be curious if you had it and you took it for 2 weeks and just held on to it and just see what you think of the Nintendo Switch of just playing some games.
Because that a shot.
It is, a game like Golf Story, which is so cool. I would never play that game on any other system. I would never buy it. It would always entice me, but I'm like, I'm never going to play on the PS4 because it's a great game, but it's one of those I want to play for 15, 20 minutes maybe, and I don't want to boot up my PS4 just to play it.
Right.
Yeah, or even on the PC.
Here's a question for you, Joel.
What?
If you gave up your Switch for 2 weeks, would you end up buying another one in those 2 weeks?
No, I'd be down for trying to experiment with playing a game that I don't usually play.
Joy would enjoy playing one too.
Yeah, but even with with VR, and that makes a lot of sense, Dave. In a way, kind of sometimes I kind of wish you didn't have much of your YouTube channel just because some games might come out. It's oh, this is great, but try to get around it. Even with Wildlands, I was hoping to get you guys excited about the game because it's something I play often, and it'd be cool. It'd be great to play a different game that we could play together. But you guys do stick to a lot of your kind of standards and you record stuff. No, I'm talking about that. I'm just saying with Dave, it's you guys have Monday Night Arma, right? So then I'm thinking Tuesday, so we have a workout, and then after we try to play a game. We can play Battlefield, or only certain games can have a certain amount of people in it, But then, when you're tired and after you recorded your RTS games or Fallout, stuff like that, you don't probably want to play on the longer game.
RTS.
Your RTS
games.
Your strategy games, nerd.
You could build an army.
Mine some resources. Upgrade those archers.
Joel, I would say Monday Night Arma. I could make an hour on any given night of the week to play Wildlands.
Yeah.
I could.
Okay. Well, then you should let me know more often if there's times you want to play. Because I don't really get
I think you and John hop on and play plenty.
Well, okay. Again, I play it more on the PS4 because I'm down there. Like, to me, we design all day at a desk. I don't get that excited about going up and sitting on the computer.
Design all day on a couch.
No, it's not my couch anymore. It's like all of our couches now. So yeah, it's a community couch. It's not like a public pool.
So I got a
Someone's
couple.
peeing on it.
I got a couple.
bathroom more
All right, so you're playing Link to the Past. You playing on the SNES Classic?
Oh yeah. First game I played when I got it
How's like the
from
controller?
my Asian friend.
Does it feel like the classic controller, like the actual?
Oh yeah, feels great.
How are the visuals?
I mean, I grew up playing that, so it's like right at home.
Given that you can use like an HDMI out now, are you using like HDMI and stuff?
Yeah.
Does it look cleaner and crisper than the old versions of the game?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
I mean, you're not gonna change it.
No. But I'm just curious.
Tighten
Like,
it up, yeah.
it feels clean and I don't know. Feels like a
I can
more
say
modern.
the NES looked really good being upscaled. Like you play like PS2 games
Yeah.
on an HD TV, it looks like crap.
Right.
But the NES games actually looked like it just looked clean,
Nice.
like a clean upscale.
Nice.
Very nice.
I have
So
just-
I beat the whole thing.
Oh yeah, you haven't?
No, I did.
Oh, you did. Wow.
I went through it pretty quickly. I guess I remember more.
You
than-
dive in, man. You dive in. Head first with a roller
That's one of my
skates.
favorites of all time.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
You went all the way to
There's
the
stuff I
bottom.
forgot. I was like, oh yeah.
What was that, Joel?
That was on the skates. He dives in
You're
with
sitting
skates.
down, and that was definitely like a pants lane.
No, that was the roller skates going down the.
No, that's taking the pants off.
We don't know.
Oh, I see it now. It's because I'm holding ski poles. That's why I'm like,
You lean over.
I'm going down the slope.
What's making that swim?
Maybe it shouldn't be.
Oh no, you're
Hey, boy.
nudist at heart.
All right. So real quick before we go tonight, I got a couple quick bits of news. The Steam Halloween sale has started. You can pick up. There's some good deals. Doom, $20.09. Kind of weird that it's.
Doom.
Dude, the new Doom is awesome.
Oh,
Have you
new
played it?
Doom. Okay.
Oh yeah. The
$20?
Prey, the new Prey,
old enough to
$30.
You keep forgetting the new Prey came out. Jeez.
Let me see.
Yeah, I've wanted to play that, but I've actually saved quite a lot of money recently, James.
Only buying a game when you're ready to actually play it.
No, well, yeah, but
Delayed
because
gratification.
yes, actually.
Nice.
So okay.
You ride me for that.
Well,
What?
okay. Skyrim,
I've been preaching that for years now.
Skyrim and Wildlands has just been the bread and butter of
Hold
my
on one
life.
second, Joel. I'll take
What?
it for just 1 second. James, you can't see it, but Joel is currently leaning over and arguing with Jeremiah's laptop. He's shaking his finger at the laptop.
Was I doing that?
Yeah, you're like, now listen to me, laptop.
Here, young man.
Sorry, go ahead, Joel. Go ahead.
No.
I mean, I used to give him a hard time because he would buy games as soon as they came out,
Yeah.
no matter what.
Well, we had a podcast about this, and I think I explained
Yeah.
some of it. But no, there's always been good wisdom in what you've told me, James, about that. But I have also realized, like, if I don't try certain games, like, again, like, think of right now, like Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty's coming out, Mario's coming out. I don't know, there's a couple other
Destiny
games.
2.
Destiny 2. Let's just say, if you're all into those, it's like, I'm not going to play Destiny a year, 2 years later. Like,
Right.
if I'm interested, I might play it during the kind of excitement of it, and then I'll be kind of done in a month, sometimes. But anyways, Wildlands has been just so much fun for me that I've gone, you know what? I can't play any other game right now. And I've been excited that there are, like, Destiny games like that came out, because I don't care about those. But I'm like, sweet. Because I want to stay playing Wildlands till I'm all done. And I'm like just about finished with the whole game with Fallen Ghosts. And then Skyrim, it's been a brand new love pretty much for me, which has been great.
And you've been playing Breath of the Wild too.
Yeah, and then I've been playing Zelda,
You're
and
also
Golf
listening
Story.
to 17 audiobooks.
yeah.
That bothers me. That
That would bother me too. I read one
you heard
book,
about that?
and then it's done.
Yes.
And I read the next
Yes. Gosh.
book. Right now, I've decided that I can't take my wife going, "Ah," every time we watch an Outlander episode, because she's a book ahead and is. So I'm just going to read and read all the books real quick and catch up.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the Steam Halloween sale. Doom is $20.09. Other good deals. The Amnesia Collection is $3.49. Now, Dave, you think Alien Isolation's a tad intense at times?
Alien Isolation was scarier than Amnesia.
Dude, not
Then
for a machine for
Amnesia?
pigs.
Yes.
Not for a machine for pigs, though.
Oh.
Heck no. Dude, Machine for Pigs, there's literally a scene where this pig-type thing comes out of the shadows, and I literally... Okay, I'm sitting in my room. Joey was gone. She was still at work.
2 drops? How many drops?
Oh, dude, all of it dropped. No. Okay, no. I'm gonna rehearse. This is what happened.
Okay, so I'm standing up, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm at my computer desk, right? And you have to walk down this stairs.
Pile of steps.
You have to walk down these metal steps, and it's just like darkness, right? But you hear a like sound down there, and you're just like, what the shit? I got up from the desk because you could see a little something kind of moving, and I'm like, I got up from the desk. I walked out of the room. I'm like, all right, come on. Like, sit down. I'm like, you little bastard. Where are you, little freaking pig? And he came out and goes, and he comes out. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like,
Here, little piggy.
I was just trying to psych myself up because it was so intense.
Come here, little
And
hobbit.
then, Joy comes up the stairs like, hi, honey. I'm like, ah! I was like freaking out.
It was really scary.
Also,
Yeah.
Resident Evil 7 for $30.
I'll get you.
Resident Evil 7, $30
When does it come out for VR? It's gotta be out soon.
in the
It was
spring.
closer to
Oh, okay.
Or I think like February. Sorry, what did you say, James?
No, that's not for the pig.
I said that was a really good game. I think it was a closer to like a more return to form.
Resident Evil 7?
5 and 6 kind of went.
Oh yeah, they were like
away
action
from
games.
that.
Yeah. Speaking of which, me and Mark played a bunch of Dead Space 3, like most of the game. That is not a horror game anymore. Good grief. It's
Yeah,
like a crummy
I
action
quit it
game.
after like the first chapter.
All right, next bit of gaming news. Manufacturing of the Kinect has shut down. Had you forgotten about the Kinect? You had, hadn't you?
Oh my
It used to ship with the Xbox One by requirement.
Microsoft has stopped manufacturing. Now they say they're good. They've made 35 million units since 2010. But they say they will not stop supporting it, I bet. Sure.
Yeah.
But they have de-emphasized it with their renewed focus on blah, blah, blah. I hadn't even thought about it.
A lot of corporate talk.
I'm guessing my Xbox One X is not going to come with one in the box. I hadn't even thought about it.
Yeah, definitely not.
Last bit of gaming news. The GTX...
Well, your Xbox One X?
Yeah.
You're talking about Kinect?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the cable to connect the Kinect?
No, I'm saying just the Kinect. I don't think it's going to come with one.
No, you have to have a special... I think you have to have a special adapter now
Ooh,
to even connect it.
Yeah.
cool. It's not like a USB cable?
No, so the Kinect actually has its own specialized port. I believe.
Yeah, and I think they got rid of it on the
If
new
I
one.
believe I'm
So,
correct.
Okay.
so it probably has to
I
adapt.
have a Kinect, but I haven't gone to the back of the Xbox and looked at it in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it looks like a bigger version of a USB 3.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, and then last bit of gaming news, the GTX 1070 Ti has been announced. This is kind of odd. NVIDIA doesn't normally put, in their more mid-range cards, they don't normally make Ti models. But the 1070 Ti looks to be between the 1070 and the 1080 in performance, and its MSRP is $450. I'm mostly excited about this because it should help start pushing the prices of GPUs back down. It looks like the GPU bubble with Ethereum mining has started to not pop.
Did you just say Ethereums?
Ethereum. It's like Bitcoin. It's a digital currency.
Oh.
So Ethereum mining has spiked up used GPU
It
prices.
sounds like unobtainium or whatever from Avatar.
It does.
You can't obtain it.
Playing some StarCraft. I need more Ethereum.
Yeah, it totally sounds like it. Yeah.
Mine it.
What was that voice?
I don't know what it is.
Is that goblin mining?
That's like my overlord, like coming over the speakers to like the factory, like mine it, boys.
Oh.
Ah, I like it.
They don't have to be boys. That's
Speaking
why I
of
say.
evil voices. How do we miss this news? There's going to be an Evil Genius 2.
I don't know what that is.
What?
You guys never played Evil Genius?
Oh, baby
No,
geniuses?
no.
It was like a little.
Oh yeah, good movie.
It was a game where you played as a
Evil genius.
evil genius, but like I'm trying to just think of the style. The Incredibles.
Oh.
You play a bad guy from like that style universe, basically.
That's cool.
Wait, now that you're saying now, I actually do know. I never played it, but I think I heard of it though.
It was
Sounds familiar.
amazing.
They have kind of a cartoony style.
Yeah, a little bit of like cartoony, like animated style,
Huh.
Like a kids game?
like a kid's game.
Yeah, like a kids game.
Yeah,
okay.
but it's for adults because you can murder people in it.
Kind of like Skyrim.
Adult stuff, murder.
Evil Genius.
Dave, did you hear about?
That's the subject.
Did you hear about my my recent Skyrim getting caught stealing a whole bunch of crap?
So I helped this old lady who had like this like cabbage farm, right? She wanted me to help like get rid of like.
you helped her.
Helped her, yeah.
That is not what I heard. What'd you?
I held her.
Yeah.
Nope, I heard something else.
No. So I helped this granny like this like had like cabbage farm or something like that, and I killed some like wolves or whatever, like the typical thing, right? And I come back to the house and I go in and like to collect my reward and everything, and I'm looking around their house like she's nowhere to be found. I'm like, okay. Usually I just I hit wait and then she'll like appear, Well, I didn't hit wait. John Carlo was watching on the stream or whatever it was, and I'm like. I forgot he was watching the stream, and I went right from hero mode to sneak. It's time, dude. I literally went over to her potions, just like, and I just sucked away all the potions, grabbed all the books, the cash. Like, yeah, she had like 1 gold coin on them, like snag. But the best part is, I'm like, I turn around, and she's standing looking over me, and it's like like the little spike thing goes whoop. And I was like, and she goes, get out now or whatever that. But I hit her, like hit the button, to talk with. I hit the button to talk with her, and she immediately goes, "Oh, thank you so much for taking care of the wolves." I'm like, "Yeah." I got away like scot-free, ran away. But it was just like as soon as I realized she was away, and I was like, "Oh, it's my time."
You realized I
swiped like everything, yeah. And then you could hear me on the video.
That's why I watched.
What's that?
You're a sociopath.
I forgot. I'm like, oh crap, John Carlos watching. I felt like, I got caught.
You got caught twice.
That didn't make you feel good when you got caught.
No, I kind of felt bad. I was like, oh dang it. He's seeing the dark side of me.
I was telling him.
Like when you go outside of a building and you see like a security guard start running up to you, you're like, oh shit, what did I do now?
John Carlo hated that fact that like a rifting guard came up to me and it was like, how you're going to jail, and I was like, you're gonna look the other way because I'm with the guild, or like I paid him off. Yeah, I always pay him off. I don't care if it's 2,000-3,000 gold or whatever. I pay him off. I got gold.
You stole it all.
Yeah.
Joel's like, doesn't look like I'm hurting for gold. Take your money, get out.
Well, sometimes, one time I gave him the gold. He turned around. I snuck the gold back, but I'm not a good thief in the game. So he caught me again, and then I had to pay another. I lost another 2,000 gold.
You're like, but I tried.
Yeah. It's like, sir, you still have your hand in my back pocket.
Yeah, he turns around, your hand is just bad.
Just cup it a few.
So what are we gonna do about this?
No, wait. What are those guards? Where are they storing the coins? You slipping your hand up inside their armor, like rustle.
I was gonna picture like yourself.
Thieves gonna thieve.
There's a kink in your armor.
You guys have anything else you want to talk about before we go tonight?
I don't think so.
If the audio didn't work out and this episode never gets posted, thanks everybody for coming out anyway.
Hey, I guess I shouldn't ask this with your boss on the podcast. But Joel, are you staying up late tonight?
If I'm up late, I might dive in.
What happens tonight?
Mario.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Or
can
can
you preload it?
It's already preloaded.
Oh, okay. Preloaded it.
I preloaded Monday.
Have you been
Every
preloaded
night
since then?
Oh yes.
Dude, are you fully torqued?
James, have you
Are you
seen some
fully
of the
torqued right now?
I don't know what that is. Torqued. Okay, when I think of torqued, I think I'm like, I feel like the penis is like twisted, like you're torqued.
This thing right here.
Yeah.
John Carlo, what does being torqued mean? Like, I'm so torqued right now. Because I'm just thinking it sounds like your dick got into like a gear. Torqued.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
What? Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
It's like
Oh, it
common
says usually in a public or social place.
And
Okay.
your stuff is
Usually.
just, caught in your gear.
All right, and with that, thanks everybody for coming out and being part of the show. As always,
Yeah.
you can tweet at casualshenanigans or write into casualshenanigans@gmail.com.
And don't forget to let us know if you don't like Chipotle, or if you
Other
don't like
moist
wet,
food.
if you don't like moist food.
Sweaty meats.
Do you like the sweaty meats? If
Yeah.
you don't like the sweaty meats, write in and let us know. Otherwise, the default is liking sweaty meat. All right, thanks everybody for coming out and being part of the show.
For all the other people that don't write in.
Yeah.
Me.
Especially the freaking people that won full games. I'm still bitter about that. Like, that just pisses me off.
weren't we gonna give away like GTA 5 or like Witcher, like no
Witcher
one ever.
3,
yeah, no one. They won it. I don't know how you could email in and say, "Hey, I really want it," and you win, and then the next week, or several weeks, no one emails back. "Oh, I don't want free games. I just like to have that enticement of a free game.
So anyway, I feel like we're kind of getting off into yelling at the listeners. So thank you, everybody.
Be better fans.
All right, and there it is.
There we go.
Stay casual.